Lindsey Grant and Janelle Powell have both denied reports of a rift in team unity. Reports circulating this week suggested that two members of the People's Action Movement are withholding their support from Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris in the aftermath of the elections. Dr. Harris was sworn in on Sunday. But in a press release issued Thursday, both MPs-elect said their support is behind Dr. Harris as Prime Minister and their party leader Sean Richards as Deputy Prime Minister. The release said, quote, "It has come to our attention that certain detractors who are upset about the big Team Unity win continue to spread baseless rumors about our loyalty or otherwise to the team. We wish to make it perfectly clear that our campaign was run as part of Team Unity with a view to having the Honourable Dr. Timothy Harris as our Prime Minister and our PAM leader, the Honourable Sean Richards, as our Deputy Prime Minister." The release continued, "Our team was very successful in obtaining 9 of the 11 seats in Parliament, which appears to have knocked the wind out of the sails of our opponents. As a result, they have now resorted to their next step to try to destabilise our unity." Both MPs-elect assure their supporters and the country that they will fully support Team Unity and its leadership and look forward to continued excellent relations that will assist in building a stronger, safer St. Kitts and Nevis. In the meantime, Mr. Grant and Mr. Powell pledged their support to their colleague Ian Patches-Liburd, who is pursuing court action to regain his seat, which he lost by 57 votes to the Labour Party newcomer Dr. Geoffrey Hanley. There have been persistent rumours of a rift in Team Unity even during their first term in office. On election night, as the results trickled in, some even surmised that with the Concerned Citizens Movement on Nevis winning all 3 seats, they would be in a position to claim the Prime Minister position. CCM leader, Premier Mark Brantley, has since, in a Facebook post, suggested that opposition forces are seeking to sow seeds of discord in Team Unity and that the coalition remain united. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline. The conditions on which the 2020 general elections were held proved to be disadvantageous to the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party, according to political poster and analyst Peter Wickham. However, he does not believe the unfair advantage the opposition party faced during the elections was enough for them to lose the election. Mr. Wickham was a guest on Let's Talk St. Kitts and Nevis, aired on SK Newsline's sister radio station, Voice of the Caribbean Radio, earlier this week.
I agree to some extent that they were at a disadvantage. Strategically, I think the government used the COVID, to its best advantage. The Labour Party had 2 strengths going in. One was that the Labour Party had the capacity to bring in large numbers of overseas votes. That was essentially scuttled by the COVID. The other advantage is that the Labour Party over the years has shown the capacity to mount a bigger campaign than Team Unity. So bigger motorcades because they have more resources and probably more red cars in St. Kitts and Nevis. Some time ago, I had heard that every 5th car in St. Kitts and Nevis is red for some reason, and that makes the possibility of a motorcade for a red group always bigger. That's the case in Antigua, but that's an aside. So they couldn't have motorcades, they couldn't have big meetings, and St. Kitts is ground zero for big meetings. You usually have international artists coming in and performing and that type of thing, and you gain momentum in that way. The other thing is that the last 2015 campaign for Labour was, I thought that the campaign was very salacious, the platform. Salacious platforms work better in situations where you have a large crowd cheering people on, so you can insult your opponent and you can use the kind of narrative that was consistent with the 2015 campaign. That type of thing doesn't work on a virtual campaign because it's hard to attack someone viciously and to call them names and whatnot. And I think the kind of thing I'm talking about. That doesn't work well on a virtual campaign.
Mr. Wickham also believes that the lack of overseas voters due to COVID-19 border closure restrictions played a role in the opposition losing the election.
Labour probably brought in about 4,000 voters last time. If we say 20 charters, it's 4,000 voters. If we take those out of the equation, the difference between the votes cast for both parties last time was about 4,000. And I accept that last time around, Labour received more votes, Labour and RP received more votes. So that was the basis of my assumption. And I said that if you take them out and then you look at the growth in the electoral list in 2015 in places like number 3, where it was clear that Sam was being targeted with the overseas vote. Once you take those out, it's a game changer. So I said, look, if you take out 4,000 votes across the board and you see places, I was seeing only 2 safe seats I was seeing were Dr. Douglas's seat, which is the reality. And then, of course, in Nevis, I was suggesting that Patrice Nisbet would have won it. The reason that I suggested that Patrice Nisbet might have gotten home was that I looked at the by-election, the local election, just recently, and I felt that the NRP was holding on fairly strongly. So my sense was that he would have been able to pull through even in the face of what I saw was a clear swing. Clearly, I was wrong in that regard because I didn't really have an understanding of how the overseas vote in Nevis works.
Meanwhile, Mr. Wickham said the election results were not surprising, as these have been in tandem with his polling data prior to the elections. The coalition Team Unity won the elections with 9 of the 11 seats in the National Assembly. The opposition won the remaining 2. The results of one of those 2 seats, St. Christopher 1, which was previously held by incumbent Ian Liebert, is being challenged by Mr. Liebert himself after he lost the seat to Labour Party newcomer Dr. Jeffrey Hanley. Mr. Liebert claimed there were irregularities in the tallying of the ballots, as there are 98 rejected ballots from that constituency. The Labour Party has also claimed irregularities in the 2020 election and promised to release further information at an appropriate time. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.
In these stressful times, you need relief, a way to release your stress and care for your health. You need Serenity. Yes, Serenity Mobile Spa, where we come to your home and offer the very best in massage and spa treatment. Your health is our priority as we practice the highest hygiene procedures before, during, and after your treatment. Choose from massages to meet your physical needs, scrubs, facials, waxing, and much more. We also provide our customers a complimentary serving of refreshing local coconut water with each massage. During these restricted times, we urge our customers to stay healthy. We will come to you.
Call us at 762-0157 or 760-8899. Find us on Facebook, Serenity Mobile Spa Think It, or email us at serenitymobilespa869@gmail.com.
Serenity Mobile Spa.
Looking for a clean haircut to make you look your best? Then come to Creative Barber Salon on Church Street, Bastyr. At Creative Barber Salon, you can choose from a wide variety of services: straight haircut, cut and shave, square and shave, children haircut, ladies cut, square, and much more. Customer service guaranteed. Opening hours Monday to Thursday 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Friday to Saturday 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call 765-0460. Visit Creative Barber Salon today on Church Street, Bastyr, specializing in all styles of haircuts.
Get the finest in Pandora jewelry at Noble Jewelers.
Fort Zante.
Like our Facebook page and get special offers.
Noble Jewelers, your Pandora store, Fort Zante.
St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party candidates who competed in the just concluded general elections are laying the blame squarely at alleged voter irregularities prior to and on election day as reason for the landslide defeat to Team Unity. They were speaking on Wednesday's edition of Freedom Radio's Issues program.
What we are hearing from the workers, from not even those who were workers, but those who were voting, who may not be even affiliated with the organization, the Labour Party, have made it absolutely clear that something went wrong during the conduct of this particular election. We went to an election in 2015. No one could have complained that the type of irregularities that we saw 1 week ago could have ever taken place under our watch. And that is why we believe that this must have been deliberate. When persons who are activists can handle the ballot boxes on the morning as if they are officials of the government, officials of the electoral system, officials under the command of the supervisor of elections, then we know something must have been sinister.
Try to intimidate you. I mean, our boards were apparently the only boards that came down. I mean, all the Labour Party boards in my constituency. That's only took down the boards every minute, but they were putting up the opponents' boards where they took down mine, and there was nothing at all that's being said on the government side about this type of campaigning. But again, so be it. I just want to assure the people of Central Bastia and the Labour Party supporters and the people of St. Kitts and Nevis that we in Next Gen SKN will continue to fight for justice. We'll continue to fight for fairness, for the empowerment of our people, especially our young people, because that is what we're all about.
Meanwhile, Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, the Labour Party candidate for St. Christopher I, who defeated incumbent Minister Ian Liburd of the People's Action Movement, thanked supporters and his campaign workers who worked tirelessly to bring home the victory.
So everybody had a different energy in trying to make sure that we pull persons to the polls, doing what we had to do. So in her memory and the memory of my mom and my stepmom, my godmother, my adopted mom, all of those who would have passed, wishing that they would have been around to witness what would have happened on June 5th. I say to God be the glory.
Despite the defeat, Mr. Liburd is contesting the results, claiming he is dissatisfied with the manner in which the votes were counted. There are 98 spot ballots in that constituency. The matter is currently before the court. Liburd previously won the seat in 2015 by 4 votes over then incumbent, the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party candidate, Dr. Asim Martin. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline. With the second successive defeat at the polls after serving as Prime Minister for 20 years, it's time for Dr. Denzil Douglas to step down as leader of the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party. That's the view of political analyst Peter Wickham during an interview on Let's Talk St. Kitts and Nevis, aired on Voice of the Caribbean Radio this week.
Dr. Douglas has done well politically. I think developmentally he's also done well. St. Kitts and Nevis had a housing revolution. They had an education revolution. They had a health revolution. All of these things were achieved under him. So he did well. The challenge came, however, where it was clear that the Labour Party was losing support. And I mean, you could see it in elections. They were losing support. And over those years, they seemed to turn more to the overseas vote to make up any shortfall that came in terms of the losing support locally. The people of St. Kitts clearly felt that after 20 years, they needed an alternative leader. And that's essentially what they have done. What we have now is a situation where instead of Dr. Douglas accepting that his ship has sailed and that he can perhaps do better to rely on the years that he had done so well to build his legacy. He is polluting his legacy now with the type of noise that we associate with so many other leaders in the Caribbean. The challenge is that we've heard it all before. When I think Barbados, it was the same thing.
Mr. Wickham is not convinced that Dr. Douglas will retire based on his recent pronouncement that he would not concede the election results due to irregularities on election day. He compared Dr. Douglas to Dr. Kenny Anthony, former leader of the St. Lucia Labour Party, who resigned after his party lost the elections in St. Lucia to the United Workers' Party.
Night of the election, when Kenny Anthony conceded defeat, he congratulated Alan Chastanet on a victory that was hard fought. He congratulated him on a campaign that was clearly better. He wished the people of St. Lucia well, and he said, "This will be my last occasion in which I will be leading the party. I will look for an opportunity to leave leadership." If you look to the United Kingdom, when Corbyn lost the last election race, Corbyn said, "This is it for me. I congratulate the people. I wish the new Prime Minister Boris Johnson well, and I will not be running for office again." In Barbados, Frendo Stewart, on the night of the last election, he lost. He congratulated the opposition, the alternative for winning. He congratulated Ian Motley. He said that the loss was clearly resounding and that he will not be running for office again. He has no intention of continuing in that role. Dr. Douglas has had 48 hours to reflect on life and has come to the people with the position that this election was invalidly decided. It is not a reflection of the will of the people. So I can only assume that from that, his intention is to continue.
Meanwhile, Mr. Wickham believes a clear choice of leadership of the Labour Party should be Dr. Terence Drew, despite him falling by 24 votes in his latest attempt to win St. Christopher No. 8.
Frankly, I do not think he should take up his seat in Parliament. I believe that he should essentially use this as an opportunity to say to Labour, look, you have an alternative. Let's give one of our brightest lights of this next generation that we're talking about building the opportunity to go into Parliament in my place. And let me begin to celebrate the fact that, I do have a legacy that is worthy of some note. But what he's done instead is said that, he has all of these allegations.
Despite having the popular vote as a single party in the June 5th, 2020 elections, the Labour Party lost the elections by a landslide of 9-2 to the coalition Team Unity, giving the Timothy Harris-led government a second consecutive term in office. Audrey Huey, SKN Newsline.
When it comes to prescription and all your healthcare needs, that is the new Paris Pharmacy, located on Westbourne Gut Bastille near Skilek, offering the following services: a full and computerized prescription filling service, drug interaction monitoring, extended opening hours, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. during weekdays, open 6 hours on Sundays, holidays, and available for emergencies, a wide range of medicines at reasonable prices and top quality. We are not the largest, but try the hardest to please you. Paris Pharmacy, always there, taking care. Reach us on Facebook, WhatsApp, or call direct 465-8569, 762-7919, and 763-9142. Paris Pharmacy, that's all that matters.
The hurricane season is upon us, and these are the times we need to get the best shutters to protect your property. Look no further. Conquering Storm Shutters and Industrial Home Styles and Rentals Limited. At Conquering Storm Shutters, you get a variety of shutters: roll-in, accordion, panel, colonial, and Bahama. Get windows, garage doors, railings, gates, and much more. Need scaffoldings and prop jacks for rental? Then get the best deals at Industrial Home Styles and Rentals Limited. Two companies offering quality service and products. Located at 2 locations in the Federation: Lower Monkey Hills and Peters, and Low Ground Estate Proslow Industrial Site, Charlestown, Nevis. Telephone 764-7189 or 663-6296. You think it, we build it.
Clear your mind and clean your hands. High Five Sanitizer is committed to changing mindsets in personal hygiene. Educating families in St. Kitts and Nevis about the importance of keeping our hands and surfaces clean is our top priority. It takes a village, and it starts with all of us setting a good example and inspiring a positive mindset. Our pocket-sized 2-ounce hand sanitizer bottles and their convenient dispenser caps are the perfect size for you and your kids on the go. You could also purchase our 1 or 2 liter refill spigot bottles for instant top-up. Our superior hand sanitizer is made with local aloe vera from our farmers in St. Kitts and Nevis, blended with 70% alcohol, approved by our Bureau of Standards. So clear your mind and clean your hands with High Five hand and surface sanitizer. Coming soon, our car sanitizer. Contact us on 869-760-6229.
Hey, scan this. Boy, what that stand for?
We are St. Kitts and Nevis Waste Disposals.
Oh, so it's alright, just rent the big bin for when people cleaning the yard and construction project and so?
Yes, we do that.
Okay, so what about septic tank and grease trap cleanings?
Yes, we do that.
Them portable toilet rental?
Yes, we do that.
So what about if I want to rent a sexy bar trailer for like VIP events or my outdoors wedding?
Yes, we do that.
Residential garbage pickup?
Yes, we do that.
Okay. So if my office have a bunch of documents we need shredded?
Yes, we do that.
Boy, I talking to you and you know, but when you answer me, I hearing like 10 people.
That's just the strength of our team working for you. Watch now. Call us at 662-3329 and we'll come and do that for you.
Like us on Facebook.
Leader of the Next Gen SKN Labour, Dr. Denzil Douglas, said he is disturbed by the number of irregularities leading into the 2020 general elections. Dr. Douglas made the statement during his first post-elections address to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. According to Dr. Douglas, he cannot concede the elections as being free or fair. He knocked what he termed a prejudicial environment that gave advantage to the incumbent team unity.
It is for these reasons that I cannot, in good conscience, concede the election as being free, fair, and free from fear. Along with the prejudicial environment that sought to give our competitors an unfair advantage, the Unity Administration committed many irregularities which limited the rights of citizens in the voting process.
In his address, Dr. Douglas praised the commitment of his candidates and said the Labour candidates had fought well, and he was proud of the campaign led by Labour.
I want you to know that you will always be winners in my eyes and in the eyes of the many persons whose lives you have touched across the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis over the last months and years. You have all fought the good fight, and you have finished the race with grace, with honor, and of course with integrity.
Dr. Douglas also thanked the campaign organizers and volunteers, as well as the supporters of the Labour Party, and pledged to stand up on behalf of the people. Glenn Bart, SKN Newsline.
Sadlers Football Club is considered a dark horse each of the last 2 seasons. Coming into the Premier League a few seasons ago, Sadlers FC is usually considered a team battling relegation each season. But the last 2 seasons have been exceptional. On any given day, Sadlers can take on the teams in the top flight and give them a real run for their money.
Especially in the early part of the season, they were very consistent with their performances after a tough loss to Newtown. They bounced back very well and collected some points along the way. Lately, it has fallen off a bit. They took some points off of Keon and then dropped points to Old Road. You wouldn't expect that of a team who may be in the lower half of the playoff rating.
Their first match of the season versus Newtown was a thriller, and even though they lost the match by 4-3, they ended up with 3 points after Newtown was docked points for fielding an ineligible player. The challenge with Sadlers is their consistency. While they were getting good results early on, they began dropping points, sometimes from winning positions.
We have nobody to blame but ourselves. We have to score in order to win. The last couple of games we've been drawing, so it shows that we're not having the right balance in terms of attacking and defense. So ultimately, we have to come back to the drawing board again. I mean, these are the games that tells the season. I mean, if you don't win these games, it would come down to bite you. So we really have to go back to the drawing board and try to get a win out of the next game.
One of their top performances was coming from behind to snatch a draw from Keon in a midweek first-round encounter.
Congrats to the guys. They really put out a commendable effort. I mean, Keon have been undefeated for the season so far, so we know it would have been a tough game. They haven't been playing lightweight. They have been beating, some strong teams very comfortably. So we just knew we had to come and give the fight that we've been giving for the season, and ultimately we were unable to get the winner. But as I said, we were able to create a lot of attacks, and we should have put a good amount in order to us to get the win today. Well, we come off a losing one per se. We've been playing some tough teams since the start of the new year. We played St. Paul's, we got a point. We played Village, who is a very strong team. We were able to give us strong effort, but we came out on the losing side, and then lastly we had a hiccup versus Spurs. So we just knew we had to come out. Keon is one of the teams that we come from the same area, so we know it's always going to be a 50-50 game once we put out the effort. So it's a lot of confidence building.
Ivan Soy Barnes, I think he's a national team player. I think he's one of the better players in that Sadlers unit. There's also Junik Eddie. I know he's one of my closer friends, but the leadership he brings to that team, I think, is invaluable, and it goes a long way in motivating the players. Even though skill-wise he may not be the greatest, but the leadership he brings more than makes up for that.
With the Super 6 playoffs in tow for this season, Sadlers has more than a fighting chance to make their first ever Premier League playoffs. Time will tell if they can live up to these expectations.
Yeah, that's how tricky football is. Without the win, sometimes you could feel like you're just in a bad patch. But one game, 3 points could be the game changer for the whole season. So as you said, we just have to get it. We just have to get it at all costs. I mean, tonight we lost 1-0. I mean, in football, is one. It's one, you need one, and the opponent doesn't have to get it. So we just have to get that one goal and defend it as hard as possible. And hopefully it dwells on for more victories and more goals and more clean sheets as well.
Auto Plus Car Wash, located on the College Street Gut, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Bring your car to Auto Plus Car Wash to remove water stains, wiper marks. Get your doors, roof panel cleaned, seat floor mats, buffing, headlights, and engine wash. You get quality service at the best price at Auto Plus Car Wash. They really care for your car. Call 765-5140 or visit them on the College Street Gut, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Auto Plus Car Wash, where the service is number one.
For all your printing needs at top-notch quality, go to Digital Print Plus, located on Princess Street, Bastyr, St. Kitts. At Digital Print Plus, you get the best in business cards, letterheads, envelopes, wristbands, tent cards, rack cards, flyers, brochures, logo designs, posters, photos, architectural designs, 3D renderings, and so much more. Digital Print Plus gives you the best quality at competitive prices. Contact us at 767-7468 or email digitalprintskn@gmail.com or follow us on Facebook at digitalprintskn. Digital Print Plus, for all your printing needs at the best quality.
Now you can have SKN Newsline on the go. Introducing SKN Newsline Android mobile app. Search SKN Newsline in the Google Play Store. Download the app free and stay up to date with TV news in St. Kitts and Nevis in the palm of your hands. With this app, you can watch your news reports, watch our live news feed on SKN Newsline TV, engage with us and other app users in the chat room, look at our special features, send us news tips, and call us directly. It's news on the go. The SKN Newsline Android mobile app. Download it free today.
Banners, commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises.